Hey guys, it's me, SML Dan Hub here, going to do a collection video on SML puppets. This is going to be the beginning of it because these are the items I have displayed. So, as you can see, I have 3 shelves with stuff, but if you see under the feet of these large characters here, there's no SML stuff, so we're not going to be going below that area. So, only SML stuff and things related will be shown in this video, and stuff that I think is related enough. So now we're going to talk about the first guy. I guess we're going to do Jeffy first because he's the main character that everybody loves and likes a lot. So I'm going to go get Jeffy real quick. Gotta move this thing out of the way. And just so you guys know too, the reason why I have this curtain here is to prevent the puppets from getting dust. This is Jeffy we have right here. Hey! Oh! Hey guys! Hey guys, what doing? I don't usually do a good impression for Jeffy that often, so it varies.
Hey, Daddy, what's up? I hate green beans and they're dumb, and I hate school, but I like playing video games with my friends and more stuff.
This is what Jeffy likes to do. I don't know if he does in nowadays videos. I don't quite pay attention to the details like that when I watch the show, but this is not his real diaper right here. I actually replaced his diaper because his diaper had a hard time staying on, and I even, yeah, this is it. This is the diaper he has on right now. The diaper he had did have Sesame Street characters on them, like Cookie Monster and Elmo. And this is not the SML merch Jeffy. I chose to get the bootleg Jeffy because you can never get an SML Jeffy that looks just like his. They're always going to be different from his, but there might be a few that are like second or third best from his. And I just want to save money for other stuff. That's why I chose to get this one, because it's less expensive. I was only going to pay more for more hard to find items. So now let's get Junior. Junior's my favorite character out of the Nintendo ones that have been turned into other types, like with a human puppet as their future look. Hey guys, what do you want to do today? My favorite character is Thomas from Thomas and Friends, and he's my #1 favorite toy to play with. My 2 best friends are Joseph and Cody. Cody's the weird one, and he's gay, and he's got 3 teeth. And Joseph is the poor kid who always goes through crazy stuff in his life. But yeah, they're all my cool bros that I like, even though I like teasing them too. This is the old model of the Junior puppet. This is the first model from SML merch. It's not the same as Logan's because his hair is like gold or yellow, not orange like the newer ones being sold right now. And the tag slightly varies. Can you see what it says right there? I have reviewed these puppets on a separate channel, but we're only just going to look at them right here. Then we got Joseph right here. Joseph is my second favorite character from the Nintendo. Yeah, this is not the first Joseph I had. I was unhappy a little bit with my first Joseph, so I pretty much bought another one. But these are both the old model of Joseph. He's a doll, dude. He's a doll. He's stupid. Ken. Yeah, Joseph hates Ken a whole lot because Cody has a very, very passionate relationship with him that he imagines that you and Junior get annoyed by. And then we got Cody. He's also a smart kid too. Okay, this is Cody. This is the first model of Cody. I tried not to get duplicates of these puppets since I wasn't going to use them for any risky or dangerous scenes. And if you have a puppet, try not to use it in a dangerous scene where it could get ruined, especially if it's a rare, hard to replace one, or if you feel it's special to you. Yeah. What's up, Ken? I love Ken because he's my boyfriend in older videos, but Ken gets an SML less often. I have abs under here. Just kidding, this is actually not the buff Cody puppet. This is the old regular Cody puppet. It actually did become rare because you could only buy the buff Cody as of the last time I checked on SML merch. Like, you can't remove his shirt at all. And it has the old tag right there. Then we got Mario, aka Marvin, who's Jeffy's new dad after Jack Pierre Francois, or Jacques Pierre Francois. Hey, I hate Jeffy because he's annoying sometimes. Sometimes I love him and care about him. And I like to have a normal life, but I look stressed out on my eyes because it's got bags under it. Because, you know, I have to put up with that dumb kid that always annoys me and doesn't listen. But for some reason, Rosalina loves him and always takes his side most of the time. This is the old Marvin. And then, even though this is not a puppet, but I'm still going to show it anyway. This is a Jeffy plush right here. I bought this in 2018 when I first discovered SML and found out exactly what it was. He is pretty funny looking. This has a real pencil in his nose, and you can actually see that there's dried up glue. Can you see the glue right there? I'm going to keep the pencil in his nose just to keep this more valuable and original because, you know, Jeffy is one of the only characters that needs to have that in his nose. Even though the puppet that they use for the videos, they sometimes remove it, then put it back in. I don't even know how they attach it back in without gluing it. They have special ways that nobody can think of usually, or barely anyone. And then we got Bowser, aka Junior's dad, or Braxton. Braxton is the new name they thought of for him. I don't know if SML thought of it or the fans told him they should use the name. Hey, hi guys, I like Charlie and Friends, and it's one of my favorite shows ever. And he's got a navel right there. He's got his ears, they look the same, and the back he's got a scar on his head because he's been through a lot. Yeah, this is a nice puppet. The only thing that I like less about this is the fact that his arms are going down. They can't really go to the side like this, like most characters can. Which, yeah, maybe you can tell SML that they should probably remake these but better, so they don't have to like make any change to these puppets at all, because, you know, you don't want to ruin anything, even if you feel like you want to make change. Because it's not worth it if you can't do it for this. Then we got Tyrone Nutkiss. Tyrone Nutkiss was not actually called that originally, but he was called that in SML. He's actually called Calvin from Silly Puppets, just like Cody's mom is called Sarah. And no, I don't have the same one as SML, but I have one that's similar. Hi guys, I'm Tyrone Nutkiss. I can't really do a good impression for him, but yeah, I could just do a text-to-speech voice for him, or deeper my voice, a lot of practice. Yeah, I'm Cody's stepdad because obviously I'm black and he's white, and Cody's mom is white. And sometimes black people can have white kids. It can depend. But yeah, we're not going to talk about race too much. We're just going to talk about other stuff. But yeah, I'm not too rare to find, but I might be rare to find if you want one that looks like SML's, because SML's is slightly lighter than me. I don't know if it's because of fade or because it's an older model that not a lot of people know of, but most puppets are as dark skinned as I am if you look for me to buy on Amazon or any other place. And then we got Dougie right here, aka Black Yoshi. Mario, please, I want the Call of Duty. I could do a pretty nice impression for him. He does have the removable chain right here, which is pretty nice. I'm glad you can remove this, and his shoes, even though most of the time I like to keep it on. I've only made one video with this puppet where he got killed by pretty much one cop, or two cops. Yeah, two cops. Officer Goodman and Brooklyn T guy. Then we got this puppet over here, which is Rose, or Rosalina. I chose to get this one because I thought it would be enough like the real one, but it's actually not. And I'm going to choose not to get the real one because I just don't want to bother with it.
Hi guys, I'm Rosalina. I love Jeffy a lot. And I am his stepmom.
I do this sometimes. I don't yank on it. I don't do it too hard. I just do it a little bit to get the lips showing. But yeah. This is the bootleg Rosalina that might look a little bit like the other one. I can tell it's not real because the materials are more soft because they're different material, and the tag shows it's a bootleg, and it was not made with her necklace. I'm going to show it just a second. I just have to get the other two. Okay, I'm back here. I just had to stop recording because I just want to make sure that I don't get too much room, and I just want to upload these videos to another place that's not public, so I have them backed up and I'll put them together. But yeah, let's look at the last three puppets we have. So this is the Bully, even though he was called Bully Bill, but they couldn't call him Bully Bill because it sounds like Bullet Bill, the real name. That was for the Nintendo version. Stupid kid. Stupid kid. Stupid kid. I said answer me right now. Just replacing it with the R word that he called Jeffy because I'm not going to say it. And actually, yeah, that Bully puppet became rare. He's not too rare, but he's only rare because he's discontinued from the SML store merch site. And as well as this puppet over here too, which is the little T, which is the human version for Toad. You know, the only thing I don't like about Toad too much is that I can't really fit my hand too much in him. I didn't want to keep putting my hand all the way in there because I don't want to ruin the puppet, but this is the best I can do to control him. And pretty much, his neck is like a wristband tightening my fingers. He's got a chain right there, like Black Yoshi, which is nice. It says SML on the back of him. And yeah, this is the 2021 release puppet. 2020 released the Bully that I have, but they did make the Bully like either one or a few more times. I know of only one difference, which is the tag. And then we got Goodman's son right here, who's Richard Goodman. In general, it's not too rare to get. Oh, I forgot the other puppet. So first, let me show you that one. So this is the bootleg Penelope right here. I bought this one because I didn't really care about Penelope, so I didn't care if this one looked enough like her because I was only going to use her for one video and the other ones I was planning on using for more videos. Leave me alone, Junior. I don't care about you. Why you bother me all the time? That was before they became boyfriend and girlfriend. You can tell it's a bootleg because it doesn't look the best, but it's what I wanted to get. Then we got Richard right here. He's not too rare to get if you don't care what he looks like, but if you want it to look just like this on the face, he might be a little rare. And let me tell you how I got this puppet and how I made him into a Richard. So originally, this was a mini Firefighter Goodman puppet, and then I got the clothes from Kenny, which I actually already had his clothes. Okay. And then I put the clothes on him. And if you see some tiny hole right there, above his forehead, that's because there was a hat sewn on him, and just so I don't ruin the puppet, I just carefully cut the stitches, like cut the threads with small scissors so I could just carefully take the hat off of him. And now he's a Richard like SML. He looks pretty identical, okay? You're right about that. I'm one of his favorite puppets, but not quite first, because there's a lot of cool ones in each category. This Sunny puppet is a later 2005 Goodman puppet, but regular 2005 Goodman puppets will not have a funny face like that. I took some puppets down, but they're right here so I can show them to you. So the next one I'm going to show you is Benjamin Franklin Goodman, who's the baby boy from Sunny Puppets. And he's real rare to get if he looks like this, but if he looks like this, you probably shouldn't have too much of a problem finding him. And let me actually tell you how I got this. Originally this was a baby girl puppet, and then I got the clothes from a baby boy that I didn't really like too much, so I basically took the outfit off from there and did not put the shoes on because I don't really need the shoes for him because he doesn't have an SML, and I could use the shoes for other things too. And if you're wondering why that the baby girl has these legs right here where you can't remove her shoes while this one has legs like this, well, that's because this used to be another one like this one, but I changed it because I carefully used a seam cutter and then removed the legs and then replaced the legs from the Kenny puppet that I had Richard's clothes from, so that's how it happened. And then this is the mustache right here. I basically used fabric that I could find to make a mustache. Wham, okay? I want my freaking bottle because I'm hungry now. Yeah, he's a pretty nice puppet. He's pretty accurate to SMLs. And you do see some holes right there because that's when these were on here. So this isn't a real SML one, but it's turned into one. And this does not have a tag at all because, yeah, the clothes that it came from was a 1998 Goodman's Baby Puppet, which is Baby Boy. And those unfortunately didn't have tush tags, which doesn't make as much sense to most people, but you're just going to believe me because I told you how I was able to make one using other things. And then this is Goodman's Baby Girl. I had the second idea to name her Chloe, but I remember her first idea I named her Carrie. So what name do you like more for her, or should I give her a different name? Because you know, the Sunny Girl puppet with the red shirt that said Sunny Girl, I named her Stephanie because somebody else told me that I should before. And when I put the mustache on, I sewed it on there. I'm not going to remove the mustache because I'm going to keep it on. I don't recommend putting glue on it, even though some people might have the idea, because if you don't want the mustache on anymore, you'll have signs that glue is on there, and that's like ruining the puppet a little bit. So don't use glue if you want to attach the mustache. Sew it on nicely, or use magnets to attach it that are strong. So you can put magnets inside the puppet without having to take it apart. Then the next puppet I have to show right here, which is one of the rarest ones. I don't know how rare it is compared to Screwball because I've never seen this on eBay at all or any secondhand sellers. I've only been able to find this from leftover places that have closeouts for sale leftovers.
My name is Bing, and my name is Pong. We're Jackie Chu's daughters, which are basically conjoined twins that share a body. How cool and neat is that? Pretty lame, I say. Disagree. I like it.
And yeah, the small Sunny puppets you can basically do this for, and most SML merch ones. Maybe all, don't remember. Then another puppet I have here is Jackie 2, which is Jackie Chu's son, which is a mini version of him.
My name is Jackie Chu. I hate flies just like my dad does, Mr. Chu.
This Jackie Chu puppet is from 2005, even though the bigger one I have, or actually no, this is from 2003. Forgot, bro. See, it says 2003 right there. But my other Jackie Chu, the bigger one, is, excuse me, yeah, the bigger Jackie Chu is from 2003, just like this one, but I ended up getting one like this, which is from 2005, and I don't know if I want to show that one or not, but I might show extras or might not. I'm usually going to show one of each character. Now I'm gonna get the other characters up real quick after I show this 2 more puppets I have here. This is CJ, aka Craig Jr. Same thing like the Jackie Chu, but it's a mini version of Craig. See that? This is from 2005, just like the bigger one I have over there. See that?
I'm Clegg the Devil's son, Clegg Jr. I've only been in like 1 or 2 videos. Out of the real SML, well, just 1 or 2 people use me in SML parodies.
It's pretty cool. You can actually remove this, like you can unbutton this, but I'm choosing not to. Like, I can probably, I'm gonna unbutton it real quick just to show you that I can. It's unbuttonable, but I can't right now because I just got caught on a piece of thread. But I'm not going to remove the outfit because it is technically attached as it's sewn on, and the cape is attached to him. So I'm going to keep it original since this is a special puppet to me. And then I got this one, Ding and Dong. This one might be as rare as Ping and Pong is because, you know, usually those series ones are like usually the same amount made. Sometimes rarity changes across other toys and sets. My name is Ding. My name is Dong. This one's still tagged because I never used this for a video, but I bought it just in case, and in case it became impossible to get or just not easy to find. Because, you know, these are only easy to find because they're on leftover sites. Okay, then we got some more. Next one we're going to look at is the Lone Dolphin right here. He's my most special puppet to me out of the Folkmanis ones, even though I don't know if he's the rarest because they had like tons and tons and tons of puppets they had total. Yeah, so I got him with the Harley Davidson motorcycles jacket from Build-A-Bear Workshop. The jacket might not be too rare, but the puppet's more rare because some people might want to get the puppet and not care if they have the outfit with it, even though I certainly wanted it. When do I get my 50 bucks? When do I get my 50 bucks? Huh? I need my money right now. You hired me as a hitman or just a person that takes orders from people. Yeah. You know, my favorite episode that this guy appeared in was the Hitman. Yep, that's right, because that was a funny video, but hitmen are not cool for real. He's right. You can actually see right here, can you see that? Yeah. You pretty much know what this puppet looks like without the jacket because some people have shown what this looks like. I did do a review for this puppet on another channel. I pretty much reviewed most of the puppets. I don't know if I reviewed all of them or not. I mean, definitely not all, but I don't know if I reviewed the important ones, all of them, but I think maybe. Then my second most special puppet from Folkmanis is Camille Habib Habab, who's the camel. I don't know which one is more rare than the other, but I'm going to try to find out. You can actually see that I put a puppet rod in here to keep him standing because he's got a long neck, and this is like the opposite of Toad because I can't really put my hand far in him, but yet I do have to put my hand far in this one for having a long neck. And I do it slowly so I don't do anything to the puppet. I'm careful with everything. Out of my control. This is Camille Habib Habab, and I work for McDonald's and a bunch of other cool places that you might like, and I'm his second most important puppet from Folkmanis, out of the SML ones. That's right, Camille Habib Habab. Yeah, he's got long legs. He's like a horse almost, but not quite. Just move my head because there was a shadow because of the light. It's got a nice tail that's floppy, not posable at all. The legs are not posable either because you're supposed to play with the puppet not too rough, but nicely. Enough to have fun with. Yeah. Then we got Simmons right here. He's my second favorite Melissa and Doug puppet, even though my favorite used to be Chef Pee-Pee, and now my favorite is Brooklyn Guy. Simmons is basically his cop partner. I'm not him, mate. I am his best friend and client or co-worker or somebody like that, best friend. Yep, I'm a cool guy, and look at me. I'm bald, I got no hair under my head, even though the hat is attached by safety pins. Can you see that? If you're poking holes through this to attach it, make sure if you see visible holes, you can poke through those holes so you don't create new holes. Or if you don't see holes, it may not matter. Just make it look good as you want. Yep, that's right. And originally this was a construction worker puppet, and they actually did use that puppet to portray another character, which was Brooklyn Guy's son or brother. Can't remember which one exactly. Then we got Brooklyn Guy right here, my favorite one. But I like him in the cop form more than the classic form. His hat fell on Mr. Winkle. Okay, this is Brooklyn Guy right here. The black t-shirt did come from the Simmons puppet, which, yeah, that was his undershirt from the thing. I do sometimes want to get another one of this, but I don't know if I'll ever have the time to or not. But yeah, this is a pretty nice puppet. Yeah, I'm Brooklyn T Guy. I do look a little bit funky, but I'm still enough like SML where he would want one, right? Yeah, that's why I accepted you for my collection. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is the black t-shirt he has right here. And this is the cop outfit I have for him right here. I have his hat too. I put this on with safety pins. I can't really see where the holes were to attach the hat, the older hat that it had, which was a firefighter, because you know, Brooklyn Guy is a firefighter if you get him brand new, not changed at all. I don't usually recommend you making changes to toys, but if you want to put different costumes on them, that's one of the changes that is not usually a problem. Because if you're going to use a seam cutter or more safe idea, tiny scissors to cut the threads, that's the way you should do it if you want. This is the cop outfit. This did not come from an old police officer with a black mustache like Chef Pee-Pee. This came from a police officer that was new. It was a police officer with black hair but no mustache, and I actually did get that one confused with Simmons, but I realized that Simmons is the bald one, as I remembered seeing before. And then I got Chef Pee-Pee, one of the most popular ones. He might be my third favorite, but maybe Doofy the Dragon or them tied. I don't really know. The Dragon's more cool, but this guy is more famous and more used often. What's the matter, buddy? It's me, Chef Pee-Pee Jr. I'm going to help you for the rest of as much as I can, even though you're annoying and you suck, Junior, because you like to bother me so much, which is crazy. And Bowser always makes me his servant, like I'm not being insensitive, I'm just copying his line. But yeah, he always pays me less money than I should, that's why I'm so poor. This is an accurate Chef Pee-Pee. It may not look exactly like his, but it's pretty good. That's right. And then I got Tommy, aka Patrick. Patrick is the SML name, while Tommy was his older name before he was an SML. I'm being careful not to poke those slightly sharp parts of the tops, because I don't want to do anything to these guys. This puppet's pretty easy to use, as you can open his mouth pretty wide. This is a small edition of him, and I have the bigger one where it's 30 inches with removable legs. And those are the models I have for Tyrone and Judy, besides the Tyrone I have right there. This puppet has a tag inside there. Some have tags under their shirts, that's why you might think that they don't have tags when in reality they do. This Goodman's Baby from 1998's the only one, and other 1998 puppets, I think. I'm moving these out of the way so nothing happens to Mr. Winkle, even though he's not rare and you can easily replace him if you wanted to. Yeah. I am going to tell you one thing though. I do have another Mr. Winkle, but I don't want to show him to you because he does look the same, but he's pretty much a naked character that looks like another one because, you know, he's going to turn into another character as I took off his outfit and whatnot. That's right. I love little kids because they're so adorable looking and good. Well, you're not liking them in the greatest way. That does make sense, but whatever you say. Yeah, Goodman arrested me for taking pictures of kids in one of the older summer school series, which I hate Goodman because of that. Which, yeah, he's stupid. He's not stupid. He did the right thing by arresting Mr. Winkle for being a criminal. And then we got Mr. Goodman, one of the most popular Sunny puppets, but not my favorite like it used to be. Just one of my favorites. These puppets are only a little bit hard to find. They're not that rare, but they can be pretty rare if you want to find him in a certain outfit, not changed. Because, you know, this used to be a firefighter Goodman before I put the magician clothes on him. And then if you're wondering why that there's no magician cards, is because I found black material identical to this side. Then I flipped the shirt inside out and then sewed it on here. That's why the stitching might not look the same. Because can you see that? This is the only way you know this is not a real groom puppet, but it does look a lot like him. Breaking news, okay? There's a loose criminal that I gotta arrest, or this kid is in danger that I need to save. Right, Daniel? Yeah, you sure do if you're a cop. That's right. Yeah, he's a cool puppet, and he's not too hard to find, but he may seem it because people just try getting him when they see him. It varies how fast he sells, but yeah. And maybe if Goodman's too much money, he may not sell right away. Depends on what people can afford. Okay, this is Jackie Chu, the Asian man who's the teacher. Unfortunately, Jackie Chu does not appear in SML as much for whatever reason. Is it because his crown broke, or is it because the Asian stereotypes got too much? I'm Jackie Chu. I got slanted eyes. Logan portrays me not seeing as much, but in his videos and most, I should see as much as any other people. Because, you know, Asian people can actually see the same as regular people. That's the truth. They should not stereotype Asians or any other race. But if you're doing it in a show, that might be okay, as long as you're not trying to offend other people and you may give enough warning. But yeah, make sure you're not too harsh with your jokes if you want to be as cool and liked. Yeah, Jackie Chu's got a nice crown. I've been careful with him all the time I've had him, and I think the reason why Jackie Chu's crown broke for SMLs is because they made a scene where he bangs his head real hard a lot of times with a clock, and they probably had to remake the scene a lot of times and only use one best scene that they thought was great. So if you have a Jackie Chu puppet, make sure you're not rough with him at all, because he's got a thin outfit that could tear if you're not careful enough. I just think it's fragile, but maybe it's not as much. But the crown might be more fragile because that's like a thing that could break. Be careful with your Jackie Chu puppet if you have one that looks nice like this, or if you like the crap one as much as I like this. Yeah, Jackie Chu, you may think he's the rarest puppet I have, but no, it's either Screwball or Ping and Pong, because, you know, I never saw Ping and Pong on eBay, but I have seen Jackie Chu. I have seen one Screwball on eBay and a Screwball somewhere else, and I saw a few Craig and definitely a lot of Goodman. And even more past eBay listings that I wasn't aware of for some of these puppets. Then we got the Clown, who was my favorite large puppet. He's the rarest big one I have, and He's the most, I don't know if I say he's the most special, but he is definitely next to Craig the Devil, since him and Craig are my favorites from Big Ones.
Oh, hi guys, I'm Schoolball the Clown, and I like little kids as much as Mr. Winkle does, but I may be less bad of a criminal because I give kids good toys like snake balloons, other balloons, and other cool birthday party related items. I'm just too lazy to do animal balloons, even though I say I try in one recent video from either this year or last year. Can't remember which one, but think this year. Yeah, that's right. I don't want to strain my voice by doing a raspy voice because it might hurt my throat or make it sore. That's why that's going to be my Schoolball voice. Or maybe I could do a voice cloning AI to do that one if I ever want. Yeah, you sure could if you want to. I am super cool. I am the rarest big puppet he has. Second rarest is Jackie Chu. And third rarest is Craig in his collection, even though Jackie Chu's wife might be more rare than Craig because she's harder to find, but if you're trying to get puppets, I probably think Craig is a better choice. I tried to get Craig because I like him more, and you should probably get Goodman too. You probably shouldn't get Jackie Chu's wife if you don't care about her that much. Just let somebody else get it if you see it. Then we got Craig the Devil, the final one displayed, even though I have more. I'll probably do a separate video, because you know, this is technically over 20 minutes long if you do this total. I'm Craig the Devil. I'm his second favorite Sunny puppet from the large series, right Daniel? Yeah, Craig, you're a cool devil looking one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's got a hole in his cape so he can control it. He can do this. Okay, this is all I gotta say. I just have a few more things to say real quick. I already said Jackie Chu is from 2003. The Screwball is from 2000, even though Logan's is from 2005. I mean, if you see a Screwball puppet and you really want it, you should try to get it regardless of which one it is, because you can't find Screwball that easily, regardless what. And Jackie Chu, if it looks like him. Because, you know, there is a 2003, a 2005, and a 2007, which only one person I found that had one. And a 2015 Jackie Chu, which that one's a little crappy, but it's newer than 2019. Yeah. I like the 2003 Jackie Chu the most, but my second choice would be 2005 if I couldn't get that one, because, you know, they look the same. Just the only thing different is the pattern on his clothes. Mine has bells, that one has flowers. They're not too much different from each other. I recently did see a Jackie Chu puppet that sold on eBay in an auction for a lot of money, and it was missing a crown. They probably think they can replace the crown somehow, or they just want it and they don't care if it has it or not. So this is all I got for part 1 of SML collection. I'll make another video showing other stuff